let's see. A lot of guys don't like to have that neat appearance. They don't like to dress in uniforms and have a neat, clean-cut appearance, things like that. Some people just don't want to do it. That's just the way it is. Some people don't work well with others. And that's something that, you have in any industry. You can never get along with everybody. All your guys aren't always going to get along all the time. Just like I don't get along with all my employees all the time. For the most part we do, because we communicate well with each other. But a lot of it does come down to communication. But there's still days, when it's 100 degrees out there and everybody's hot and tired and you've been working all summer. You butt heads, just the way it is. But hopefully you can just get past that and keep your guys on. Just plain old lazy people. I guess I've kind of covered that a little bit. I don't want to sit and dwell on it, but man, there's a lot of them out there. There really are, and I'm shocked. My dad actually told me something years ago. He worried about the next generation coming up. He said because they have no work ethic. And I didn't realize, I guess back when he told me that, I didn't realize how valuable of information he was actually giving me and how right on he was. I didn't realize that. I realize it now. I realize it now because I have 2 businesses in 2 different states, and I have the same problem in both states, and that is finding good workers that want to work, okay, that want to go somewhere, that want to grow with the company. It is so difficult to try and convince people that are living paycheck to paycheck that they can do better, that you want to hire from within and you want to train them and get them ready for a management position in your company where they can make more money, better money. And it's very hard to convince people of that today when all they can see in front of them is, hey, I just need to make enough money to, pay my rent. Today people don't think about getting ahead. They think they have to have this fancy iPhone or the top of the line computer, or, I see this with phones all the time. They have to have these great big huge phones that look like computers, for Christ's sakes, that are $500-600 phones. Why do they have to have those? I had a flip phone for the majority of my life, just a little piece of crap flip phone that worked just fine for me. So why they have to have all of this stuff, I don't know. They need to refocus. In my mind, they need to focus on the things, the necessities, if they want to get ahead. But again, we're talking about reasons employees quit you. So I don't want to stray too far off of that. Let's see. Again, back to the work ethic. I've always worked 2 and 3 jobs my whole life. I believe my dad was right when he talked about this, about the generation coming up, because they weren't made to do a lot of the things that we had to do in our generation. And I think it's only getting worse. And when you look at what a lot of people are looking at, and I'm just going to give you a perfect example. I'm going to tell you something that I know is going to draw attention, and I hope it's not in a negative way, but I'm just going to tell you the way it is. When I went down to Florida 4 years ago and started my business, I went down there with an all-white crew. I had an all-white crew in mind. I would hire all white guys. I have had a lot of struggles with that. I have gone through more employees than you can shake a stick at. I was always, be careful how I say this. I guess I didn't want to consider minorities. I felt that if the white guy's out there, he's trying to provide for his family, whatnot, give him a job, give him a chance, let's go, let's get everybody on board, we can work together. I don't have any bilingual problems with trying to communicate with them. I just felt it would be better. Well, come to find out, we hired a Cuban guy by the name of Juan, who ended up being one of the best workers I've ever had. And we have other minorities that work for us now too. And I am telling you this because I want you to understand, do not overlook them. When I started to look around in my industry, down in Florida especially, it seemed like every crew that you look at almost had Hispanics on it, or others. And I'm thinking to myself, why am I the only one that doesn't? And why am I struggling constantly replacing employees left and right? And I started to tap into that a little bit into that market of the minorities. And I'll tell you something, it is not something to be overlooked. These guys have, a lot of these people have come from poor countries where they have a good work ethic. And that just blew me away. And I you know, I very much believe that they should be legals, that they should be paying taxes like you and I. And so I will not hire illegals. I still won't do that. But I'm telling you, you can get to the H-2 visas program going. Don't overlook that. If you're struggling to find employees, do what I did. Just start looking elsewhere for them. Okay? You know, you can do yourself a favor and you can look into it now or look into it later. But sooner or later, unfortunately, you're going to be faced with this. And that's just not to say, and again, and I don't want anybody to get me wrong and say that, you know, all white guys don't work, we're the crap. That's not true. That is absolutely not true at all. We got plenty of white guys that work for us that do great work. You know, I'm just saying, in every race, I believe, that there's, in everyone, you've got lazy people and you've got hardworking people. And it all comes down to your work ethic, your morals, things like that. Okay? I just want to try and help you to understand some of the reasons why employees leave you, and to try and help you out with things that'll, you know, help you get them to stay. You know, there's a whole nother video I'm going to shoot on this, but I'm going to be coming out with a true series coming up shortly, hopefully by the end of 2015, where I can explain a lot of this stuff in detail. But for now, hopefully that helps. Don't forget to leave me your comments below. I always appreciate hearing them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Send me an email. Let me know what your email is so that I can let you know any new videos that we have. YouTube used to send you notices on that when new videos had come out. Now they're not doing that anymore. So please leave us your email and we'll send you an alert at the next video. Thank you very much.